Hi all, my name is Mahesh Veeratunga. This video is from your national HR body in Sri Lanka's Chartered Institute of Personal Management (Cipm). This is all about commonly used topic these days. Work from home happily. So I'll be taking you all through a couple of techniques what you all need to use when you're working from home to get the maximum productivity out of your effort. This for both employers as well as the employees in different sectors you can consider. So we'll look at one by one, then for you to get the maximum out of your effort what you're taking at home. Some of you might think the office is as your second home, then you are really lucky. But this time you are managing from your real home. So you need to be mindful with whatever the activities, whatever the things you are taking, whatever the steps you are taking to get the maximum out of it. So we'll look at one by one on key areas, the key things you need to get yourself before starting your work. I can show you a couple of benefits what you can gain by working from home during this period. So you can save your time what you allocate for transportation, time what you allocate for preparation of yourself for work, and that time you can allocate for something much important during your day's work what you do at home. And the second one is saving your physical energy. So I mean, like when you want to get yourself ready for your work, your physical energy you have to utilize. So that also you can save, and that energy you can utilize to improve your mental and the physical energy both. So the third one I can say the peace of mind. When you are traveling from home to office, maybe in your own transport or maybe in the public transport. So neither of these two are giving a comfortable peace of mind. So you can avoid that when you are working from home. The last one I can say you can save your money. So these are the four major benefits what you can gain by working from home. So you can improve your productivity while gaining those four benefits by working from home. Before anything, you have to prepare your mind to work from home. You have to think, think. Then you have to accept that you have to work from home. Then you have to implement. So first thing you got to do, prepare your mindset to work from home. So that is one of the most important thing before start anything. Working from home may be one of the unique experience for most of you all. But remember, you should not feel that you are working from home, even though your physical location is different from your real office. You have to start the day at the usual time, what you used to start when you go for your real office. So get up at the same time, but now you have ample time. Why? No ironing, no traveling, no preparation, other preparation for your work. So you will see ample time. Utilize that time to bring your physical and the mental fitness to prepare yourself for the day's work. So first thing you got to do, get up from your bed and get yourself ready to have a quick physical fitness the way you are comfortable with. If you can move out from your house, that would be the ideal case, and get yourself exposed to the nature. That will be one of the best thing you can do in the morning. And have a comfortable breathing cycles, couple of breathing cycles. Take a deep breath in and hold it for 10 seconds and release slowly, again counting from 1 to 10, and do it for about 5 or 6 breathing cycles, which will bring the physical and the mentally fitness. So if you can do a couple of exercises to bring physical fitness, will be one of the best thing you can do to start your day's work. Then have a day schedule. You have to list down whatever the things you have to do within the day. So that is the first thing you got to do right after you complete your physical and the mental fitness. You get yourself ready with somewhat comfortable suit and start your day's plan. When you prepare your day's work or things to do, or the day's plan, be mindful you are working from home. You cannot completely isolate your family members, which might be uncomfortable for them since all of your family members are now with you. It's a very rare situation, so you need to balance both your office work as well as the family environment or the family happiness when it comes to working from home. So do not overload. You need to plan with your family atmosphere. And remember, when you work from home, there won't be any tea makers other than sometimes maybe your wife, or maybe your kid, or you don't have an official tea maker. You don't have your secretary. You don't have your peer. So you will have to do everything on your own. So you can get the support of your family members, but you can't force. They are your family members. They are not your co-workers, or they are not your employees, or they are not your subordinates. You can get their support with their likings. So be mindful when you prepare your day schedule and not to overload your work. Make sure you have a comfortable discussion with your family members because all the family members are now at home, especially kids and your elderly parents. So you have to make them also happy. You cannot completely isolate from them, and they really like when you are around them. So sometimes you might use your kids. They they might love working as your co-workers, working as your subordinate, or maybe sometimes as your superior. So sometimes you will be able to utilize them also to get little things done with their support. So see, the first thing you got to do is to have a comfortable conversation with your family members and communicate your objective being working from home and make them aware the purpose of your effort of working from home. So then you can start your work. Though it is for a shorter period, the next thing you got to focus is to have a comfortable location to have your office work. So your bed is not the comfortable location for your office work. So you have to have a comfortable table with a comfortable chair and the things that you need to do your office work, you need to bring them onto your table and make sure it is not distracted from other housework. Technology plays a major role when you are working remotely. You may be in a strategic layer in the company, you may be in the managerial or the operational level in the company. If you really look at 80% of your job is communicating with others, in the sense maybe with your coworkers, maybe with your subordinate, maybe with your superiors, your channel intermediaries, your customers, your suppliers, you name many communications you do daily in your business. So because of that, your technological infrastructure should be there when you start your work from home. So make sure your data connectivity is up and running, your voice is there, your power connectivity is there, because all these infrastructures will support you to get the proper productivity of your work. You need to make sure that you are taking a security and safety measures when you are authorizing certain documents remotely, especially with your digital signatures. So, if you are communicating with the banks, you have to communicate all these things, the valid email address. Never use a common or shared email address to validate whatever the important documents. So, you need to be mindful. So, the email what you are using, especially to validate certain official documents, especially the banking documents, imports documents, export documents, supply authorizations, the purchase authorizations, or whatever the documentations, use a unique email address or a personal email address in the sense the email address dedicated only for you and not the common email address. And especially when you are using the digital signature, you need to communicate either supplier or whoever whom you are communicating with your digital signature, even verbally. about whatever the changes you have taken, maybe with your email address, maybe with your, documentation process, or whatever the procedures or the mechanism you have to communicate with the party whom you are dealing with. This is solely to take the security measures in your business, which is really important when you are working remotely from your real office. Working from home is one of the challenging tasks for whoever who start working from home, because finally you need to meet your deadlines, you need to meet your targets and the business goals. So sometimes you might feel that you have ample time. Truly not. Remember, so you are not privileged to take much time for your lunch, much time for your evening's tea or snack. And though you are working from home, you should not use time for evening nap, or playing with others, playing with kids, or maybe watching dramas, watching movies. No, if that is the case, your productivity will not be there. You will not be able to hit the target, or you will not be able to reach your goals what you have planned in the morning. So make sure, be mindful. You are working on a target, you are working on a particular purpose. So until you reach those deadlines, until you reach your target, to focus on whatever the things you do throughout the day, and you prepare the timetable in the morning, you prepare the things to do list in the morning, and you should make sure that you are completing all these things what you have planned in the morning by evening. When you are working from home, nobody sees you physically. So rather taking a voice call, taking a video call or video conferencing with your subordinates, with your coworkers, or with your superior will be one of the best thing you can do. One thing, you'll be able to motivate others to work like you if they are not ready to work from home. So show your table, show your, working environment. So show them and make sure that they also get themselves ready, same as you. Make sure working from home is not influencing your business networking, because you are connected with your backend and the forward operation as well as your parallel workers. So in that case, you are connected with entire chain of supply and the distribution throughout your operation. So your visibility should be there for each and every members in your business network. As an example, okay, if you look at a supplier might be struggling at this particular time period for clearing payment. If your visibility is not there, so if you are not supporting the supplier by being visible, by giving whatever the information, but supporting them the way they are expecting, so you will not be able to build a better relationship with your supplier for future business. And at the same time, the customers also the same scenario. If you are not visible for your customers, maybe the channel intermediaries, maybe the final customers, so your visibility should be there. So if your visibility is not there, if something goes wrong for your customer, or if customers are expecting additional information, maybe after sales services, maybe information related to your company or the product or whatever, so you should be visible for them. So because of that, make sure even your co-workers also the same scenario. Sometimes your co-workers might need your support to complete whatever the project, whatever the task assigned for them. Sometimes your superiors might need whatever the information related to the project, ongoing project, maybe whatever the product development, maybe sometimes the task which is given or allocated you. So make sure make sure your visibility for the entire network, which will bring the credibility of you during this situation, because you are working remotely from your real office. So your visibility brings your credibility. Now we have come to an end. So this is the time you have to evaluate your day's effectiveness. So this is the very first day. The concept is new for you. The environment is, in the sense, your immediate family environment also new for the concept, and you also new for the concept. And uh, you will not sometimes be able to get the maximum out of your effort, or you will not be able to achieve the 100% goals what you have planned in the morning. But however, with that experience you gathered in the very first day, you can start the next day or the second day of your working from home concept. And next day also sometimes will be slight deviations, but you should see a significant improvement in the next day. But the third day is the day what you should be geared with all your ammunitions to get the maximum out of your activities to reach your goals. So be mindful with whatever the activities you have planned, and make sure that you drive yourself from the third day onward without missing a single bit of your work. Hope you all have got a better idea about the concept of working from home to overcome the barriers of going to your office and work during the current scenario of the country and even the entire world. So we are expecting you all to give the maximum for your company as well as your country to improve the productivity of your workforce and improve the productivity and the profitability of your company by achieving the organizational objectives as responsible worker and as responsible citizen. This video is from the National Body of HR Management, Chartered Institute of Personal Management, CIPM, Sri Lanka. So, for the benefit of entire, workforce in the corporate sector, private sector, as well as the government sector. So, wish you all the very best. Hope you all take the maximum out of this video, and we are expecting you all to give the maximum for your country as well as your company. All the best.